Welcome to Sweet and Salty. I'm Sarah, and I'm Susan. Let's start the review. Little town, such a quiet village. Every day, like the one before. Little town, full of little people. Oh, I just love Disney. Oh, Susan, did you hear they're making a live action Aladdin now? It's gonna be so great.
Or a train wreck.
It's better than dumping crappy sequels on your child audience. You sure about that? Live action Disney's going downhill quickly. Cinderella was artistically inspired, though. It retained the brand of the first one while reinventing the major characters and adding relationship growth we didn't see in the original. And that Jungle Book wasn't a complete washout. It redefined Mowgli's character arc from one of the pack to the dominant species, while giving Shere Khan's perspective a completely new angle the audience hadn't seen before. And that Maleficent, for better or worse, approached the audience with the new question, too, that no one ever asked for. Could the most famously evil villain of the Disney pantheon actually just be misunderstood? Let me translate and explain. Because 1990s Disney live actions, like The Jungle Book, proved to be a safe financial bet, the idea was tucked away as a fallback. It wasn't until a few years ago the missing element was rediscovered. Enchanted, Wreck-It Ralph, even the formula used in Frozen, suggests that monopolizing on social correctness and the original criticisms of the Disney brand can in fact revive the Disney brand, and it had been working even in the recent live actions. The problem with Beauty and the Beast being overcorrection. What are you talking about? That film was amazing! It had a star-studded cast, a beautiful collision of cinematic and dramatic worlds, feminism, and above all else, Emma Watson. What this film is the vengeance of the Disney Corporation on over-analytical twits like me, who nitpicked every incongruous detail of the Golden Age films. However, I'm still going to shred it for the sake of films in the works. The 1940s French inspiration for the film, Belle Bête, opened with a charming note to the audience, begging them to suspend their disbelief and accept the fairy tale magic with the mind of a child. It pays tribute to this. But the entire movie turns out to be overcorrection of plot holes people complained about in the first one. The Beast's age has always been one of these criticisms. Instead of building off of it to focus on the individual growth of characters, like Cinderella attempts to do, they spend their time explaining the curse as making time stand still so it wouldn't set the Beast up as a traumatized child. But then what does Miss Potts do? She explains the Beast's story by setting him up as a traumatized child, instead of the Beast taking responsibility for literally anything he does. He spends his time moping, scathingly sarcastic, and rude. And that's when he's having a snowball fight with his hot lady friend outside the castle, which he owns, surrounded by his staff, who also, by the way, excuse his abuses of them like psychologically damaged victims. Oh, it was his father. It's really our fault because we didn't stop his father, our boss, possibly royalty, or sit our boss in the corner in timeout when he was a child. So really, it's our fault he became a gross adult and mistreats us, and we deserve to be eternally condemned. Because that's so much better than Stockholm Syndrome. Ignoring you! Whoa, slow down. You have a sort of point about all the abuses and stuff, but you're paying attention to all the wrong things about the staff. And there's a good reason for them to get involved. This is a remake, and it has to be engaging, so all the stakes rose. The servants under the curse will permanently turn into inanimate objects if the Beast doesn't break the curse. It adds a whole new dimension to Belle and Beast's moral reprehensibility. It leaves the Beast with no redeeming qualities at all. In the first one, when he lets Belle go, it's an act of sacrifice, because he and his servants will still survive. and may even have another chance. In the remake, his staff have far more to lose than even the Beast does, because while the Beast may lose his humanity, everyone else loses their life, making what was a valiant act of sacrifice in the animation a moral landlock in whose life matters more. Belle and her dad, or just Belle's dad, or literally dozens of people under the curse the Beast brought on. But, in the end, Belle and the Beast fall in love. Which you really can't tell because the chemistry is awful and the Beast is too different. His character changes more in 3 seconds than the entire rest of the movie. Once he's changed back, he should have, I don't know, shunned her clothing or something like all the other guests in the beginning. Then she'd know it was him and not some unrecognizable, genuinely tender replacement. Ignoring you! Yippee. Anyway, thanks for joining us today. Comment below if you agree with me. And subscribe if you want to see me put up a fight. See you soon!